And it's go time.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Two Crazy Guys on Crazy Crypto World podcast, the podcast that brings you the uninitiated baby boomer, Gen X and Y's out there, the daily updates on the crypto markets as well as the crypto news of the day. So sit back, join us, Stacy and Chris, for your crazy daily crypto update. Good morning, buddy. How are you?
Good, mate. How's yourself, pal?
Oh, good. How was your game of golf? I understand that a
quadrillion bogey.
A quadrillion bogey occurred on the last hole.
Yeah. So while I was staying at Coffs Harbour Pacific Bay Resort down there, they got a little 9-hole golf course, and I thought it was
Remember that fabulous photo he showed us the other day, ladies and gentlemen, of the hole with the water all down the side?
If you saw it, it was a great, beautiful spot that we were looking at, and look, it was like I said, a little par 3. It was there's nothing longer than about 145 meters, so it was I thought the perfect course to get back into the game because I hadn't played in 2 years and since my operation, and so I thought great little course to go out and loosen up the shoulders and swing the club around, and didn't do too bad. But then we got to the last hole, and it was the hole is literally an island surrounded by water, right? Let's just say I lost a few balls into the drink. But I did manage to. Luckily, it's also got this massive big sand bunker right around the back of it. So I did land. Luckily, there's no one else on the course at the time too. So I had a few shots at it, and I managed to put a couple in the sand in the back. I didn't. I think I shot about. I think I had 6 or 7 shots at it, and I landed 2 in the sand bunker at the back, and which I was able to play through on. But I did manage to lose a few on that hole. So I don't know what the score would have been.
Well, I can tell you, ladies and gentlemen, when Stacy sent me a message saying he had a quadrillion bogey, that I thought, well, I could do that too. And so I played on Saturday, and I had a lot of those quadrillion bogeys, trust me. Now, you will also notice, ladies and gentlemen, just moving right along here, that today, once more, we tried without actually trying. We were syncing our brainwaves, so we both came out wearing the same level of clothing again. Now, see Stacy sitting there. You don't have to see the rest of his T-shirt. You can just go with, I'm not saying I'm Superman, because nor are we.
No, you got to read the rest of it.
No, I like the first half, and that'll do. I'm just saying nobody sees me and him in the room together. And the reason Superman is scared.
Doesn't want to be associated, mate.
He's sitting up there in sunny downtown Queensland wearing his T-shirt. And I'm sitting here in sunny downtown Canberra wearing long thermals, a T-shirt, a jumper, and I have a vest over there that I'm putting on before I go outside. So we've nailed it today. Our telepathic abilities have got us in the same level of clothing.
Not quite sure how that works, but anyway, it's.
Well, we have a top today, without taking the wind chill into factor of 10. That is going to be our top. That's our top today, and the wind chill will bring it down to around about 3 or 4.
Oh, fair dinkum.
Yep, it's going to be one of those days, Mr. Bosel, where it is really good to be inside. That's why I'm going out to have a quadrillion bogey.
Well, at 7 a.m., we're already at 11.5, so we've beaten your top.
and we won't get there till 3.
We're expecting 28 today.
Okay, tell me again why I live in Canberra.
I have no idea. That I cannot answer, my friend.
Yeah, good on you. All right, how are the markets going today? Let's get we have exactly, ladies and gentlemen, 12 minutes left.
A whole 12.
I'm just telling him that, really, not you guys.
A whole 12.
Yep, it's currently sitting at. Last one was 10,400. It's now sitting at $10,368.39. You need to refresh the page. It's gone down since you had that.
Has it gone down? What,
Am I
you
right?
mean crypto goes up and down?
There you go,
Really?
10,371. That's changed even since I refreshed mine. Really? That's how quick this world moves,
Mate,
ladies and
it
gentlemen.
moves like lightning. So yes, so at the moment we're looking at $10,371 US dollars, and for the 24 hours we're up almost 2%. But for the week we're down 8.5%.
Yeah.
And we've got
Here's,
Ethereum.
here's, here's the really funny thing. Stacy's on CoinGecko 360 view on the board dashboard, and everyone just saw him refresh his thing. I refreshed mine at exactly the same moment. Mine says 10,368.
No, it's because you're further down south in Canberra, dude, so the values go down.
They take those extra couple of dollars off for the petrol to get here.
That's right. Those longer cables are, our fabulous fibre optic NBN internet that we have in this country is costing us.
Crazy.
So Ethereum, it's had a good jump, 6.3% in the 24 hours. XRP's also had a big jump, almost 8%. And we can thank Mr. Deal for that, because he sold his.
I traded my XRP holdings, which I've had forever, Bitcoin. So Bitcoin's gone up 1.9 and XRP's gone up 7.9 or 8.3 or something. So yeah, go me.
Okay. We can always thank Chris. We've just got to remember, find out what Chris buys, and then we'll do the opposite.
Rene Rivkin, people who were old enough will remember Rene Rivkin, who was a brilliant stockbroker.
Yep.
Rene Rivkin used to tell the story how he had this friend of his who used to follow all of the advice. He never varied from it. He'd set his stop losses, he'd set his gains, he'd do the research, he'd follow what Rivkin said.
Yep.
But for whatever reason, everything he bought or sold went to shit. Everything.
Really?
Right? Yeah, his trade would be 1 minute late or 1 minute early. And Rivkin said he did nothing wrong. Nothing wrong. And he was a friend of his, and he said, I make the same trades and make money. He's making these trades and losing money. There's no rhyme, no reason, whatever. He goes, everyone who is successful in the stock market or in trading needs someone in their corner like that. He said, because, excuse me, he said, because they're out there. He said, people are out there who will do the right thing. And it's just that the cards don't fall in sequence. It'll go, or a domino effect, and that domino will stay up and the rest will fall. Why did that one stay up? No one can explain it. It just happened.
Crazy stuff.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to one of the crazy guys in this crazy crypto world. Pick me.
Well, I'm glad I've got you as my friend for that.
Oh, so am I, mate, because you keep making money like this. We're just moving into your guest house.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah. All right, so let's keep going. Bitcoin Cash is up 5.4 for the day, almost up to 320. Litecoin's sitting around $77 US, and it's up 7%, but we're still down almost 10 for the week. Binance Coins at 27.94 US, up 2.5%. EOS is at 374 and up 5.8%. Skip over to Bitcoin SV, that's still hanging in the top 10. I don't know how it's doing that, but it is. It's at 137 US and up 3.8%. And Cardano rounding out the top 10 today at 5 cents, and it's 7.4% up for the day.
There you go.
So that's our. So we've got a bit of everything's shown a bit of green for the day, which is nice, and our market cap's jumped back up to 273 billion, which is up 2.8%.
Yeah, well, that's up 7 billion from our low last week of 267 billion. So that's good. That's a good.
Yeah. Interestingly, the Bitcoin dominance has dropped just a fraz down to 67.8. It's still holding up there. It's definitely where most of the money's sitting. No doubt about that at all.
Absolutely. All right, on to our crazy news of the day.
The chart. Actually, there was.
Oh, do you want to show your little chart? Sorry.
Oh, no, I was just looking at it, just out of curiosity. But as you can see, it's not really. We seem to be getting some good support around the 10,000 mark. So it's tried a couple of times to drop back, and it's bounced back after each time it's dropped below the 10. So it seems to be holding good support at the moment. We'll see how that goes. But This is, I haven't told you I'm doing this.
Oh God, here we go. Another
So
one of these.
remember you talked about buying, if you, instead of buying your car, you'd have bought Bitcoin back in 2012.
I hate you.
I found the price for Bitcoin back in 2012 when you bought your car, and it was $15.40.
Okay.
So
Right.
if I work that out, if we put $100,000 and
It's
we,
only 86,000.
oh,
86,000.
okay, sorry, okay, let me go back. Let's get it right. 86,000, and we divide that by, what did I say it was? $15.40.
Yep.
That would have given you 5,584 Bitcoin. And now if we multiply that by the current price, which is 10,000, what did I say it was? 300 and, what is it now?
72.
372. That will give you, ta-da, $57 million. So instead of a broken Landrover, you could have had $57,921,000.
How many land? Yeah, but how many Land Rovers can I buy for that?
Well, how much are they? 80,000.
Yeah, 110 now. But
what about? Well, okay, at 80,000, you would have had 724 of them.
I need a new garage, dude.
Yeah, so it's just pointless, silly exercise.
Oh my God.
Isn't that crazy?
Isn't that incredible?
So anyway, I thought that was funny.
Thank you for that.
Anytime.
I have a screwdriver. Have you ever seen a screwdriver go through the side of someone's head and come out the other side without them getting hurt?
No.
Yeah, not going to happen today either.
Oh, dear. Well, interesting news. BAKKT has won regulatory approval to launch Bitcoin futures.
I saw that.
Now, why is this? Because we do already have Bitcoin futures, right?
Mm.
However, the difference here is that BAKKT is going to run physically settled Bitcoin futures. See, right now, the Bitcoin future products that are available are done in US dollars, right?
Yeah.
So they're a pure derivative and, fantasy land, really. But now, BAKKT's going to run futures, which has to be settled in Bitcoin. So they'll actually be buying and selling Bitcoin for these futures. So that is a massive development. And they've been waiting for quite some time for this to happen. And this will enable, this is more the institutional level investor that likes these future products. It's going to be interesting to sort of see what sort of liquidity they're going to throw at this and how it grows. Now, I'm in two minds about if this is really good for crypto industry or not, because of the size of the total market cap of cryptocurrency, whether or not this also opens the door to a little bit more manipulation by bigger players.
Yeah,
so
it could.
I don't know. I'm in two minds. I think it's good in that it's bringing more institutional grade investors into the space. Yeah. It also cements Bitcoin as a real investment. It's a real asset class that we're doing these sort of products now. So it's really hard to know, just how this is going to how this is going to play out.
Most players are saying it is actually good for Bitcoin. So
yeah, look, I think it's definitely going to bring more people into the game, no doubt about it. So we shall see what happens. And there was and so they talk about here in the article about it really being focused on the institutional investors. So it's, as I said, it's definitely going to bring more money into the game. And interestingly enough, the Bitcoin price did actually jump by about $500 in 3 hours after BAKKT announced the launch.
Well, can I do that every 15 minutes, please?
Yeah, that's right. That'd be good, wouldn't it? So anyway, so that was good news. Coinbase also, they reckon that their institutional clients are buying 200 to 400 million worth of crypto a week now.
Wow.
So I thought sorry?
Crypto will go away, don't forget.
No, it's dead.
Yeah.
It's dead. Instead, it's a Ponzi scheme.
Yeah. That's right.
So funny stuff. But yeah, look, it's definitely, and Coinbase has been moving down that road for quite some time, and setting themselves up as with real custodial level services. In fact, buying up other businesses, custodial businesses as well. So, and they've actually got a banking license. I'm pretty sure they actually they've either applied for, or they've got a banking license. Not real sure, one or the other. But they're definitely helping the institutional level investor getting into the space.
Good.
And this one I thought was interesting. The feared run on British banks supports calls for decentralisation. Right. So a prominent government minister in Britain has proposed the idea of closing banking institutions in order to mitigate the impact of an unstructured exit from the European Union. And analysts call the proposal ineffective and another reason to support broader arguments for decentralisation. Which, if you read that, you just go, well, Bitcoin, big tick.
Wrong. Wow.
So look, no one really knows what's going to happen in Britain with Brexit and all that sort of stuff. But there is a concern that many customers and the average folk are very concerned about what's going to happen come Brexit Day, and they are concerned that people are going to go and pull their money out of the banks, right? Because they're unsure about what's going to happen. But this is the problem with the banking system. The fact that a government can just say, yes, close the banks and stop you getting access to your money is just ludicrous.
Well, are they going to disconnect all the ATMs across England for a day?
They'll just shut them all down, mate.
Wow.
They'll shut them down, or they will put a cap on it, like they did in Greece when the big collapse happened in Greece. They just put a cap on it and said you're only allowed €80 at a time, a day, a week. I can't remember what the thing was, but that's what they'll do. They'll give a restricted amount access to people to hopefully allow them to survive. But look, the sooner people realise the moment you deposit money in a bank, it no longer becomes yours.
Yeah,
it's the day people start to understand the importance of Bitcoin. Right?
Very much so. Yep. Okay. All right. Well, Mr. Boasel, unfortunately, we're not going to get time. We'll go to the next one, the US lawmakers. But that's going to have to be our last one because, unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, I've got to be out the door in about 2 minutes ago. All right, US lawmakers to visit Switzerland, discuss crypto and Facebook Libra. I've not read all of the details of this story, but I thought it was interesting because it still goes to the crypto is dead. That's why the US lawmakers are flying to Switzerland to discuss crypto and Facebook Libra. I wonder why they think crypto is dead.
Funny
is it because regulators in Switzerland might have a better idea on how to actually manage this stuff, since they're the ones that have been regulating money around the world for so many, or since the eons?
Yeah.
I mean, really, crypto is here to stay, ladies. If you don't believe it, $10,367.25. Right? Or if I'd not bought my Landrover, $50
million. There's a lesson in that somewhere.
Buy a Landrover.
Yeah. So look, absolutely.
But you've got to admit, for now, like, I mean, Land Rovers have gone from 86,000 to 110,000 for my model, right, in that time. Okay, so you've gone up, what, $24,000. If someone invests 110,000 in crypto, in Bitcoin right now, right, how many are they going to get? They're going to get 11, for those that can't do maths, right? Right, at roughly $10,000 a pop, okay?
Oh, Bitcoin, yeah. Sorry.
We're going to get 11 Bitcoins.
Yep.
Do you think that those 11 Bitcoins at 110,000 in 7 years' time, that's how many years this is? I could have bought it at $12, right?
Yep.
In 7 years' time. Do you think they're going to be worth, what's that? Let's say another 7 years. Let's go up the same sort of scale. I don't know, $500 billion.
Well, a lot of the analysts I've read and followed believe it'll be $1 million by then. A Bitcoin.
Oh, $1 million bucks? Yeah, I don't know. A lot of I've read to say 50,000 by 2021. So that's in 2 years.
Yeah,
Let's say 100,000, 200,000. So let's say it's 200,000. So they've got the 110. So they've got 11 of them. So they've still got over $2 million bucks. Don't buy a Landrover, buy Bitcoin. That is the story of today.
Well, you know, the funny thing is, in 7 years, I think we won't even be talking about Bitcoin in terms of dollar value. We'd just be talking Bitcoin as the value. We'd just be talking everything as Bitcoin.
That's very true. All right, ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, we have to go today. So thank you for joining us on this journey through the crazy crypto world. And don't forget, as always, if you would like to get more information or join us across there on Patreon, become a silver or a gold subscriber, and we will send you one of those beautiful little tokens. You'll love it. You'll go, why didn't I do this earlier? So have a great day, and we shall chat with you tomorrow when we'll be on for longer than 23 minutes. Right?
Yeah, someone's not running off playing golf.
I do, and I mean, someone's got to do it, right? I mean, that's why I mean, 15 layers of clothes.
I was going to say, mate.
Have you ever tried swinging a golf club wearing a parka?
Yeah, I have. Remember?
Yeah.
Gloves and a beanie. We've done it a couple of times.
We have indeed. Have a great day, everyone, and we'll tell you how many quadrillion bogeys we got tomorrow.
Have a crazy old day, folks.
There you guys.
See ya.